No one really knows what happens when we die until we die. And if you haven't crossed that bridge from life to death, you're not an expert on what happens when we die. Neuroscience and brain activity, scans, x-rays, whatever you want to throw at this question. If you don't believe you're going to go anywhere, chances are you're probably not going to go anywhere. If you believe that certain things are going to happen after you die, potentially that happens. No one can say you're wrong because they can't disprove. We're always on the precipice of order and chaos, or death and destruction and victory. It's a fine line. It's a juggle. It's a balancing act. We need a little bit of fear of not dying to keep us wanting to survive and live. Is this why we invented an afterlife and heaven and hell and whatever, Valhalla and all the different afterworlds? To help us to cope with the fact that when we die, I'll be okay? Or was it more than just a kind of cushy, comfy philosophy of life after death? Does it have more substance than just that need being taken care of? Some believe yes, some don't. There aren't too many people on the fence in the middle. I don't know. There could, yeah. So there's people who are like, it could be. I'm just not willing to bet on it too much. So I'm gonna live like life to the fullest and enjoy every day. Oh, that's great. Except I keep hearing this, but I ain't seeing it because no one really that I come into, well, that I'm observing, is actually doing that. Living life to the fullest and letting people in their lives know how much they care and are grateful for them. And living each day like it's your last and being grateful for each new day. Like, it sounds nice in theory. It sounds like a nice way to live, but because science isn't really giving us the meaning to why we die and why we were created, why we are here, why did so many millions of steps of evolution in the universe and space happen to create this perfect life-sustaining world with human beings on it that think about this stuff. Why am I here kind of questions, okay? Science has some ways through this predicament, but in my view, limited. Some people need a more deeper meaning and purpose of why we are here in this life, struggling and going through shit and feeling pain and feeling love and disappointment and grief and victory and hope and possibilities and synchronicities and coincidences and alignments and connections. This is happening. We are seeing, observing, experiencing, feeling, touching. It's in front of us. It's happening in our reality. It's unavoidable. It can't ignore it. This leads me to be in the camp of I'm more than just a fence sitter about the afterlife, if it's a thing or not. I'm more on the fence of hell yeah, there's another realm of experience other to this amazing perfect one. There are other realms, dimensions. Afterlife is more significant to me and to a lot of people, more than others. Okay. People believe in reincarnation. It's a thing. People believe time travel exists in the future. It's been invented. It's completely normal and healthy for people to have all these different beliefs. And it's also completely normal and healthy to change and question your own beliefs through time as things go on, and you learn something new that seems to make perfect sense and explains everything you've seen, experienced up to that point, and you think there's no more. Well, there's always more. There's always more coming. There's always more information and more knowledge and more wisdom to gain. So I find it frustrating when the camp firmly on the other side of the fence that is no afterlife, just this life. When you die, that's it. You go out like a candle in the wind, and there's no deeper meaning. We are not all connected. This is it. So actually, that's very close-minded to me. But hey, that's cool. I'm not going to try and sway the view of these people. They're very firmly, no, this is it. I'll say to them, are you having fun living your life like it's your last, and appreciating everything and living it like it's your only life? Are you participating in your life? Or do you just like to be right about things? Because it gives you some sense of control and security and comfort in a world that you believe is complete and utter meaningless chaos. Well,